Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Easy Mathematics. In this video, we are going to explain the independent event multiplication rule and the compound probability with some examples. So the first example is, in a certain college, 25% student fails in probability and 15% of the students fail in statistics. A student is selected at random and 10% of the students failed in both probability and statistics. Now the question is, if one failed in statistics, what is the probability that he failed in probability? Second question, if one failed in probability, then what is the chance that what is the probability that he failed in statistics? And one more question is, what is the probability that one failed in probability or in statistics? So entire situation we should explain with an Venn diagram. So initially it is given that in a certain college 25% of the students failed in probability and 15% in statistics. So this is the entire college or the entire sample space. Here the two samples or two events are there, A for the probability and B for the statistics. So the 25% of the students failed in probability and 15% in statistics. And it is given that 10% failed in both. So both means their intersection definitely. So 10% of the student failed in both probability as well as in statistics. So that our requirement is, if one failed in statistics, what is the probability that he failed in probability? So now the thing is, let us consider the event A, that student failed in probability, and the event B, their student failed in statistics. Now according to the question, probability of A is definitely it is 25 by 100 and probability of B is 15 by 100. And their intersection is 10 by 100. It is given. Now our first requirement is the probability that the student failed in probability provided he failed in statistics. That is probability of A given B. So according to this formula we can write A intersection B divided by probability of B. That one is equals to, here just look, probability of A intersection B means here this one and the probability for B is this one. So its probability is 10 upon 15 only. So that is 2 by 3. Again the reverse probability, that means the probability that the student failed in statistics provided he failed in statistics. So that it is probability of B given A. The same way the formula is probability of A intersection B divided by probability of A. Probability of A intersection B it is 10 and probability of A it is 25. Actually it is 10 by 100 and 25 by 100. So that 100 cancel out, so that we can write in this way on it is 2 upon 5. Now the third one is what? The third case is, what is the probability that one failed in probability or in statistics? That means A union B, its probability. So from the theorem of total probability, we can write probability of A plus probability of B minus of probability of A intersection B. So that it is 5 upon 100 plus 15 upon 100 minus of 10 upon 100. So after simplification, we will find out 30 by 100 is equals to 3 by 10. Now the second question is, a bag contains 6 white and 9 black balls. 4 balls are drawn at a time. Find the probability for the first draw to give 4 white and second draw to give 4 black balls in each of the following cases. The balls are replaced before the second draw and the balls are not replaced before the second draw. So the situation is, a bucket or a bag contains total 6 white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whites and 9 black balls. So first event, let us consider getting 4 white balls in the first draw. And the second event B is getting 4 black balls in the second draw. Now the first situation is, the balls are replaced before the second draw. That means with replacement. So now in that case, the probability of A, that means probability of getting the 4 white balls in the first draw. Total 6 number of white balls are there. So out of 6, 4 balls can be chosen in 6C4 ways. And total number of balls are 6 plus 9 is 15. So out of 15, total 4 balls can be drawn in 15C4 ways. So 15C4, it is the sample space, that is the total number of way by which we can take out 4 balls. And this is the favorable case. Out of 6 white balls, you required 4 balls. So that if we simplify, then it will be 1 upon 91. Now the probability of B, similarly, it is 9C4 divided by 15C4, that is 6 upon 65. And now it is probability of A intersection B, means in the first draw 4 white ball and in the second draw 4 black ball. So definitely it will not affect. These two are independent. That's so why, as it is the with replacement, then its probability is 6 upon 65 into 1 upon 91. So this is 6 by 5915. Now when it is the without replacement, then what will be the change? Definitely for the first draw there will be no change. So we will get in the similarly probability of A is 1 upon 91. But in the second draw, it is provided that the first 4 balls are black and it is not replaced. That's why it is total remaining 9 black balls. We will supposed to get the 4 black balls. So 9C4. So 9C4 is the favorable cases. And now the total sample space contains 11 number of balls. So 11C4 is the total number of way to draw the 4 balls out of 11, because 4 balls already drawn in the first case. So its probability is 21 by 55. Now if we take the probability of A intersection B, that means the first draw is 4 white ball and the second draw is the 4 black ball. So then it is probability of A. So the total probability is 3 upon 715. So this is the answer. The next question is, A and B are two independent witnesses in a case. The probability that A will speak the truth is X and the probability that B will speak the truth is Y. A and B agree in a certain statement, so that the probability that this statement is true is xy divided by 1 minus x minus y plus 2xy. So what is the situation here? Two independent witnesses are there and A will speak the truth, its probability is x, and B will speak the truth, its probability is y. In a particular statement or in a certain statement, A and B both agree. We are supposed to show that the probability that this statement is true is this one. So now how to solve this one? Let two events are there. The first event is that A and B agree in a statement. And the second event is that their statement is correct. Now A speak the truth, its probability is x. And A speak lie, its probability is then 1 minus x. Similarly, B speaks the truth, its probability is y. And B speak lie, its probability is 1 minus y then. Therefore, probability of E1, that is the event A and B agree in a statement, it will be possible either both says that the statement is true or both says the statement is wrong. So that it is xy, the statement that they are speaking the truth, and this is both are saying that lie. In both the cases the statement may be they are agreeing. So that probability of E1 is xy plus 1 minus x into 1 minus of y. And probability of E1 intersection E2, that one is E2 is what? Their statement is correct. They both agree in the statement and their statement is correct. The common thing is their statement is correct and its probability is then obviously x into y. Therefore, the probability of E2 given E1, that means their statement is correct provided they agree in their statement, that one is equals to probability of E1 intersection E2 divided by probability of E1. This probability is xy and its probability is this one. So if we substitute and simplify, then we will find out it is xy divided by 1 minus x minus y plus of 2xy, which is the proof. Next question is, a consignment of 15 record players contains 4 defectives. The record players are selected at random one by one and examined. Those examined are not put back. What is the probability that the 9th one examined is the last defective? So initially 15 record players are there. Among them 4 are defectives that we know. The record players are selected at random one by one and examined. The examined are not put back. Once one record player is examined, it will not put back in the slot. So what is the probability or what is the chance that the 9th one examined, when the 9th record player will be chosen or examined, then it is the last defective. That means before 9th record player examined, the 3 defective record player we will get in the previous 8 record players which we will examine among that. So initially let there is an event A which is getting exactly 3 defective in examination of 8 record players, and another event is that 9th piece examined is a defective one. So now there are 4 defective and 11 non-defective record players because total 15 players are there. Therefore, probability of A, that means getting 3 defectives in 8 examined record player. So out of 4, 3 players can be found out in 4C3 ways. And out of 11, the remaining 5, total 8 items will be examined. Now that's why 3 will be here. So remaining 5 should be chosen from the correct 11th one. So out of 11 perfect record players, 5 can be chosen in 11C5 ways. Total 15 records are there and 8 can be selected. So 15C, 8 ways that can be selected. So if we simplify this one, then we will find out that its probability is 8 into 7 by 15 into 13. Now it is the probability of B given A. That means 9th piece examined is defective provided all the 3 defective is selected in previous 8 records. That means the 9th one is the last record which is defective one. So its probability for, we should find out that remaining 1 record player is defective and remaining here it is the total 7 players are there. So out of 7, 1 defective. So that its probability is 1 by 7. Definitely we can apply the formula also and we will get the same result. But here it is very obvious that only 1 defective is there and the remaining is 7. So the favorable case is 1 and the remaining is 7. So its probability is 1 upon 7 provided this one already happened. So that the required probability is what? So the required probability is probability of A intersection B. So that probability of A intersection B in terms of the conditional probability or the multiplication theorem of probability, we can write it is as probability of A into probability of B given A. We know the probability of A is this one and the probability of B given A is this one. So if we multiply, then we will find out the value is 8 divided by 195, which is the required answer. One more question is, the odds in favor of a particular candidate getting selected in an interview for a post by 3 experts are 5 to 2, 4 to 3 and 3 to 4. Find the probability that the candidate will be selected by the majority of the experts. Majority of the experts means either 2 of them select the candidate or all 3 can select the candidate. So here in the given question it is given that the probability of E1 means the first examiner selects the interviewer. So its probability is 5 by 7 because 5 to 7, 5 is the chance of selection, 2 is the chance of not selection. So total 5 by 7 is the probability that the first interviewer select the candidate. Second interviewer select the candidate, its chance is 4 by 7. And the third one selects him, its chance is 3 by 7. So first one not selects him, its chance is 2 by 7. Second one not selects him, its chance is 3 by 7. And third one not selects him, its chance is 4 by 7. So the question is, the majority of the 3 experts will favor him when 2 or 3 are favorable. It is very obvious. At least 2 of them should favor him, so that its probability, that means first 2 selects him and third one doesn't, its probability is this one. First and third one selects him and second one doesn't select him, its probability is this one. First one not selecting him and the second and third interviewer selecting him, its probability is this one. And all 3 selecting him, its probability is this one. So since these are all mutually exclusive, then the required probability is just the addition of these 4 cases, 4 favorable cases. So if we add all these 4, then we will find out that the probability that the candidate will be selected by the majority of the experts is 209 divided by 343. Now the last example for this video is, a piece of equipment will function only when the 3 components A, B, C are working. The probability of A failing during 1 year is 0.15. That of B failing is 0.05 and that of C failing is 0.1. What is the probability that the equipment will fail before the end of the year? A piece of equipment is there. There are 3 things which are keep the equipment functioning. And it is given that the probability of failing the equipment A is 0.15 during a year, B is 0.05 and C is 0.1. Our requirement is to find out the probability that the equipment will fail before the end of this year. So for the solution of this one, at first we just write the given things. So here the probability of A, that means the failure of the equipment A is this one, failure of B and failure of C. And the corresponding complement, that means the success of the equipment A during the year, its probability is 1 minus probability of A, that is 0.85. For B equipment, the success is this one, and for the equipment C, the success rate is this one. Now, since all the 3 events are independent, therefore probability that the equipment will work is given by probability of A complement into probability of B complement into probability of C complement. It is the probability that the equipment will work. So definitely its probability is this one. Hence, the probability that the equipment will fail before the end of the year is given by probability of A union B union C, because these are the probability of failures. So that if we take the union of these 3, then we will find out the failure of the equipment during the year. So this one we will find out as 1 minus of its complementary probability, as they are independent. That's why we can write out this one. And this is definitely the complementation rule for the independent events. Its probability we have already calculated, that is 0.726. Now if we substitute, then we will find out the probability that the equipment will fail before the end of the year is 0.274. So this is the answer. I hope you enjoyed the questions and you can able to solve such kind of sums. We will do on our next video lecture few more examples on probability. Few little bit tricky probabilities are these are. Anyways, have a nice day. Thank you all.